the meaning in this verse is so beautiful that we can actually extract from it the prescription of how we live in life, or how our relationships need to be, and how we need to conduct ourselves, and what are the things that we need to watch out for. It's a story, so to speak. Pay attention and let your mind allow yourself to imagine this. Imagine that you're married to that nugget of spirituality or truth that you are seeking, right? So you get married to that spiritual journey, which is your journey towards reaching God, towards reaching such or such khand. And when you're married to that journey, when you're on that path, you know who is your mother-in-law. Your mother-in-law or your saas is nothing but Maya. And your father-in-law is the Lord, the Creator. So the Maya, being your mother-in-law, is troubling you all the time. She is trying to prove that you're wrong. She's provoking you. She's instigating you. And isn't that what life is? When we are on our path to discernment or judiciousness or to honor, whatever the path is, what is it that actually distracts us? Maya. The Creator Lord, the one from where we receive encouragement and love, is yes, our father-in-law in this paragraph, but the father-in-law here signifies nothing but our Creator, the Lord. And then the verse goes on to say that you are also afraid in this journey with your husband's older brother, Jade. And who is the Jade here? Death. Isn't it the fear of death, the fear of retribution that actually makes us walk on the path of righteousness, that prevents us from doing bad things to those that it affects? It is the fear of death, the fear of dharam rai, so to speak, that makes us feel ki chalo jo bhi kariye, whatever we do, let's do it right. And then we go on to explore the other relationships around us, our friends, our companions, even the husband's sister, our nanand. Who are they in this paragraph? They are nothing but the misunderstanding. What is it that comes between relationships? Who is it that influences us to go against the path that we are in? Our friends, maybe the companions, and in this case they say the sister-in-law. But what is all that? It is nothing but misunderstanding, isn't it? These misunderstandings between people, between acts, between intent, between thoughts, between emotions, is what troubles us. And not only does it trouble us, but it also goes on to really destroy what we have had. So while these act as misunderstandings, what happens is that you let go, you lose, you become removed from the support that you had in that family. Now, traditionally looking at relationships, Kabir Das says that your devar is the relationship who supported you, who loved you, who really looked at you as his bhabi and who really supported you. And the devar here stands for nothing but for the divine knowledge, the knowledge that sets you apart, that knowledge that allowed you to set on that path of righteousness, the path on finding whatever it is you want to find, the path of success. But once you allow misunderstanding, the chitter chatter of the grapevine and the public around you get into you, then what happens? You are corrupted and you are disturbed, and you let go of that knowledge. You lose track of that knowledge that really was your strength. And then Kabir Das goes on to say that मेरी मत बहुरी मैं राम पिसार्यो किन बिद रहन रहो रे. So The problem is that in all of this confusion, the issue is that I still want to be in this path that I have chosen to be. I'm still married to this path of righteousness. I'm still married to this path of finding truth, of reaching my true potential, of finding success. So this husband, this goal, this objective that I have is there in the bed of my mind. It is there. But the problem is that I am not able to see it. I have suddenly lost sight. And does that not what happen in every relationship also where there is a misunderstanding? Be it husband, wife, mother-in-law, daughter-in-law, sisters, brothers, co-sisters, any relationship, friendship. When we let misunderstandings, when we let Maya, once we let, and knowledge take over us, once we let all these things come in between, we lose sight of one another. Yes, there is love. Yes, there's emotion. Yes, there is a bond inside. There is care inside. But if you're unable to see one another, what use is that care? Isn't it? And then Kabir Das goes on to say that सेजे रमत नैन नहीं पेख्यो in दुख की so कहो रे. Exactly, right? That it's what we discussed, that he's there in the bed of my mind. Who else? Who do I talk? Who do I discuss about my suffering to? Who do I share about my pain to? Because it is embarrassing. The fact that I have a goal, yes, I was on that path and now suddenly I can't see my vision. My vision is blurry. I'm unable to see it. And then the problem is, this was the problem which is the husband side of the family. The troubles that were on that side. But there are troubles on my side with my consciousness too and my upbringing too. And what is the problem on my side of the family? The problem is my stepfather, as per Kabir Das, that is a relationship that he says. He says, my stepfather is nothing but egotism. My ego. I am right. How dare someone else talk to me? I, me, myself. And then my mother is the desire who's always, always intoxicated. I have been born from desire. I am surrounded by desire. I have desires within me. And when these desires remain intoxicated, what am I going to do? Am I not going to lose track of what I am doing, why I am doing? Am I not going to get caught up with all these different relationships that Kabir Das has spoken about? Am I not going to lose sight of what I really need to be doing and go away from my path? And then he goes on to say, my older brother, right, is meditation. And the truth is that only with meditation in the company of my older brother was I able to actually find the Lord. What does that mean? When you are able to shut the noises in your head, when you're able to shut the demons that are talking to you, when you're able to shut the vices that surround you with, then in that silence, in that peace, you find your love, you find your path, you regain your energy, and you find Lord. You see Lord. You see that goal that you're supposed to be going after, that you want to achieve. And then Kabir Das ends saying, Kehet Kabir Panch ko jhagda, jhagrat janam gavaya. The saddest part is that we let these 5 passions. The beauty is he has used the word passions instead of using the word vices, because each of the 5 vices, right? Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Ahankar. When each of them become fueled, they become a passion. And when they become a passion, what are they doing? They are once again taking over control of your mind, body and soul. And once you're running behind all of that, how can you be behind God? How can you be behind a goal that you really want to attain? How can you be behind truth? Then aren't you just running after one of these passions? झूठी माया सब जुग, झूठी माया सब जग बाधिया, मैं राम रमत sukh paya. The problem is, and how Kabir Das ends, he says that this entire Maya, the entire net, this entire draw of Maya is so enticing, but it is so false, but it has the entire world enraptured in it. But for me, I have realized that this is a trick. This is a trap. This is entrapment in the most unique or beautifully directed form, because it attracts us, it draws us towards us. It is so beautifully masked, the impersonation is so wonderful and great that we don't realize it and we get trapped. But for me, dear Lord, says Kabir Das, I have understood it. I have broken down all the relationships in my life with all the different things that they are. And I have understood, for me to stay true, all I have to do is find sukh, find peace in your name. Ram Ramat Sukh Paya. And with that, we come to an end of this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful verse, which I think has profound knowledge and so much of wisdom. And I hope that you're able to resonate with what this is and apply whatever you can from it in your life today, so that you are aware of all these different things. Again, to summarize, Saas is your desire. Father-in-law is the Lord himself, the creator. Death is the jade that fears you, that keeps you running on the right path. Your friends, your sister-in-law, your companions, they are all nothing but misunderstandings that take you away from who your Devar, who is nothing but the divine knowledge, the knowledge with which you were able to see the Lord, right? And then your own intelligence is completely hijacked, that you have even forgotten to take the God's name. Because, of course, your intelligence is hijacked with all of this worldly vices, the worldly confusion that is happening around you, that you forget to take the Lord's name. And then what happens? Once you forget to take the Lord's name, once you allow confusion to enter you, once you allow disbelief to enter your relationship, no matter what your relationship is, once you allow disbelief to enter your own goals about what you believe you're capable of, what is going to happen? Yes, you're able to see that belief, that goal, that law, that relationship, the truth in your mind. You can feel it. It's there on the bed of your mind, but you can't see it. And how can you run after a goal that you can't see? The how? And then enters your own relationship, your father, who is egotism, which is your own ego, who allows you, who encourages you to fight back. And then, of course, there is your own desires, which is your mother. The only respite you have in all of this is meditation, because within meditation you find calm, within meditation you find peace, and within peace you're able to really listen to yourself, understand who you are, and then find that relationship, find that belief, find that God, find that path, find that objective, find whatever it is that you want to find that will make you happy and successful. And with that, we come to an end.